It's actually an expensive buy as well.
Yeah.
You could buy a Galil now and a smoke and a flash for the same price. It's ridiculous. And you still have $50 left over.
Well, that's right. P90s cost more than Galil.
Yeah, it's $23.50.
Why is that a thing?
$23.50, yeah.
Why is that a thing?
Nobody buys that, man. It's only good in Danger Zone.
We need to balance that out, you know? Maybe drop it down to 1600.
Isn't the kill bonus like still $50 or something?
I think it's like 100.
It's like, isn't it?
No one even knows because no one uses it.
It's
No
like
one even
300.
knows.
Yo, what are you eating over there, James? What is that?
Banana.
Okay.
Well, Inferno between
Inferno after all.
Big and Vitality. It's map 2. Vitality failed to take the first map. It was so close, a 14-16 result for them. They will be coming into this one with a vengeance, I'm sure, against the Big team, who are carrying forth, I feel like, such energy and momentum into this one, looking to take a spot in that grand finals. We'll see if they can do it. They're starting off on the CT side, so Big... Ooh, I was going to say, looking to control things, but Xantares will get double dinked by Shocks, double gooshed. Citizen's taking huge damage too. You've got to favor Vitality now in this round.
We've got double raid boss. RPK and Zaiwu both have PT50s and armor. This is fantastic. This is what we want to see. They are in that Church of Bardolph, man. They're on a pilgrimage right now. They got the robes out. Oh, never mind, he's dead. But RPK still, he can be the surviving child.
All right, 4v4 situation. Taps in. Good timing on that smoke right there. Will stop Vitality from approaching him at the archway, but that just leaves his teammate Insurson at the pit alone now, and he's going to have to get it all done. He's able to get one, but RPK quick to trade it out. 2v2 situation now. Bomb is being planted there on that A site. RPK still at Graveyard. He's still fighting, still kicking, but he does back off the position. Now he'll have to try to connect with Shocks. Find that crossfire, find the timing for them to both fight simultaneously to take down Tizian and Keto. There is a smoke in play, actually, which will try to isolate these fights, but Shocks is playing around it beautifully, finds that kill onto Tizian. It just leaves Keto, who's a monster on Mirage, but will he be able to get it done on Inferno? Doesn't look like that'll be the case as he has to reload, and Shocks finds that final frag.
Yeah, they had such a strong start there, so it's going to be, it's one of those things where it feels like on the CT side you can get behind, like once you lose that first player, or even if you just get the first player gooshed, it just feels like you're kind of backpedaling the whole rest of the round. Vitality played really well out of that advantage, and they definitely need a good start, and they're on the way to
421 ADR. Can we just note that? Sorry, I had to say that before it went away. 421 ADR. Please continue.
Thank you.
Oh, we got lots of nades here. The Force Spires are very strong on this map. Oh, God, seriously. Complete whiff. Goes for the headshot. It's very difficult, though, with the scout. And that was a big opportunity. How many more opportunities will Citizen get? Oh, okay, well, there's the answer. He gets one more. He doesn't mess it up this time. Apex is down. And imagine, that could be 2 players dead for Vitality already before they've even gotten towards the site.
There's something about the movement speed with that scout, which it's just so perfect to allow you to just kind of line up those headshots while you're swinging with a scout. It's so well tuned. I love it. But now it's down to Vitality to respond to this and take the round in strong fashion. Now they're in a 4 versus 5. Quick looks up top mid to see what's going on. And Long's been smoked. They've got a Molotov, but they're going to creep away to the unknown of the B bomb site where Keto has a smoke grenade. And with 35 seconds on the clock, this could be extremely painful. I am very worried right now. Oh, but Tapson's rotating away, and Keto, he's deployed a smoke grenade, but he hasn't got the angle to stop them from going through it. And that's going to change everything.
Yeah, I needed really at least one kill that Deagle, I think, to give bigger hope in this one. Unless they're given something for free, they may want to consider taking what they have into the next round at this point. Letting Citizen have opportunity to work that scout in the next round, but they're going for it. I'm a little bit sad because I would have liked to have seen these guns in the next round, but that says Xantares is going to do some additional damage. But the issue is that they can't cross into the site without, forcing the issue into crossfires. And once you're in the crossfires with the pistol, you're absolutely outplayed. So, yeah. So such a shame we don't see this. We're not going to see the scout and a couple more deeks into the next round. That could be a fun dynamic.
Yeah. I like what Vitality did though. With that fake in middle by Shox, he tossed that light like that moto smoke, and then probably pot flashed in the A bomb site. This allowed one of the CT people in B to rotate a split second too early, and then Vitality hit B at that split second. So it's really nice timing, rotation bait play by Vitality. Even though it was an eco, still nicely executed.
Oh, look at this. Apex on the P250 here. That is an interesting gun for an anti-eco. Still effective, of course. One-shot headshot potential.
Give it to me.
But a couple of MAC-10s look to farm some cash in Zaiwu and Masuta. And it looks like they may not even be challenged because they're making their way towards that B bomb site right now where no one lies in wait from the side of Big. So it might just be Shox who ends up facing off against the entirety of the Big team. All right.
Uh-oh.
Slow approach from Vitality, and Shox does have to retrieve that bomb. There is an opportunity here for Big to pick him off as he's trying to get away, but that's a very well-placed smoke that should allow him passage moving forward, but it's getting hairy around it. And the push comes out from Big, actually, and they're able to, in this chaos, find the bomb. It's on the floor now. Having to push forward is Apex, and oh, no way. 1v3 situation for Zaiwu here. Has to try to clean things up for his team. Finds the first, looking for more. A second there, and the third is there. I guaranteed it before the game, and he delivers.
Wow, that was almost disaster.
Dude.
That was a disaster for Vitality.
You gotta
It was a
respect
disaster,
Big,
yeah.
actually. The fact that they recognized that they actually had to shove all in on that T-Ramp position, you gotta respect that they actually almost made that happen. There's a lot of teams that wouldn't be able to make that work. Well, they didn't make it work ultimately, but they got damn close.
I love that Big does take the initiative on these kinds of rounds. They don't just let this passive play, hoping that the other team makes a mistake. They force a mistake.
Yeah. That was perfect. And that's going to be really difficult now for Vitality going forwards because they'll have less money in the bank because they lost a lot there. And now Big, they set themselves up to really crush that economy if they're able to win this round. So that's what it's all about. And they're playing actually very passively. It looks like they're ready to receive an A push. It's almost as though they know the flashback is going to really do damage against Tizzy, and Searson, though, is going to cover him for the moment. Oh, that's
what?
so painful. If Searson had an extra half a second, he gets another kill there, guaranteed. But it was not to be. And I think that's the round over. They can't retake this site. It's a save for sure.
Vitality are looking hot here on Inferno thus far. Feels like a couple of these would have already gone Big's way. But yeah, Vitality are putting it all together now. The star power is coming into play already. And Zaiwu upgrades a MAC-10 to an AWP. You love to see that if you're him.
Value.
That's not too shabby, is it? Kill bonus and an AWP for free. Marvelous.
Oh, he drops it.
Well, Vitality coming back with a vengeance.
They should
Making sure
add
there's no
crafting to CSGO. They got
what kind of crafting, because it has
craft MP5.
Trade up contract mid-game.
Yeah.
Just have them all in your pocket. You have like 3 guns.
Yeah. The guns have durability and stuff. It'd be great.
Get out of here. This is a pure game. Keep it simple. Silly.
Zaiwu will actually pass the AWP over to Shox here in this round, so it looks like it's actually not even based off of spawn. It's just that Shox wants to hold down this mid position. We'll see what he's able to find. Doesn't look like he'll be challenged too early in this round. It's a quick mid-scale coming out from Vitality. Zaiwu and Masuta, covering both angles, will need to be enabled by a flash if they want to make this a good fight for themselves, because Xantares is right there on the side. A 2K from him, and now it's a 3-on-3 situation, and there's still a player in apartments on the side of Big. Tizian can lie in wait, be such a thorn in the side of Vitality, and oh, there's no smoke for this position. Tabson is able to find 2, and Vitality falling down to just Shox.
He can certainly do this, though. It's called an AWP. It's actually a great weapon for this. As long as he can find 1v1s, he has a great advantage. He's also looking for that deep off angle, which he may just find. Yes, he does. Keto's down. There's the rotation. The shot is not going to hit, though. High flash. He's going to go back to the well here for another one. Oh, doesn't quite work out. Another flash up top. Not going to peek with it this time. Might have to play the bomb timer, but it is quite a deep plant on the sides. He's going to have to go very deep himself to find this.
Oh,
He just,
wow.
I mean, he nails it, actually, straight in the face.
Clean.
Wow.
Well played
That's
by
good recovery.
Shox.
Very good recovery from Vitality. I was a little worried because they entered two pretty much major choke points with no pop flashing, no smokes. Zantara's almost lucky enough to get 3 kills. He only got 2. And then when they crossed library, they died, and then the smoke pops in there. It's kind of funny.
It's definitely a bit hairy.
Poor you.
Yeah. It's down
Right,
to...
James?
Yes.
This is a different approach to banana control coming up from Big here, and it's one that they have really liked. The kind of halfway down smoke, they throw that themselves, and then they only throw 1 Molotov, so that they'll usually have a second set of utility on one of the other B players to retake the top of banana. It's something that a lot of teams have had trouble with in the past, because we can already see that now Keto has all of his util, and he can go for the retake procedure. Yep, that's coming out now. So Vitality will try to counter it. Apex actually may have found an answer for it. That might be it. Oh, wow. Tabson still picks him off, though.
Big still looking for their first round. Smoke towards CT from Zoe, answered with a high explosive grenade and smoke big zone. Oh, Zoe close to expiring here. Still 3 players towards A for Big, but Citizen is creeping. And it's really good if you're on a CT side and you have an AWP on short, that can really give you the extra information to allow your team to rotate in the right place.
Yeah, that's definitely true. You can get really good picks with it too, just like that. And it doesn't really feel like Vitality are going to be able to do much here. They were bested at Banana, I think it's fair to say. And now, in the rotation towards A, it's a struggle. But sometimes a desperate struggle works out in Counter-Strike. Shox still on the AWP, creeping in from Porch. Might force Tizian out for the peak. But there's a graveyard player. We will take him down. Masuta with that one. For the next kill. Good stuff there from Keto to take him down. And yeah, that retake setup on Banana, that was really cool to see. It's actually, I haven't seen too many times it be the case that the T because the whole point is that it's a smoke on the half wall and then the Molotov in front of it, and it forces the T if they're not going to stand in the Molotov but they want to play forwards, they have to swing into like this box, which is like basically opposite pool. Just that whole area is where now you're swinging into as a T. And it's cool to see that response from Apex with the smoke. And that was almost a really good answer.
Yeah, what's nice about the way Big do it, how they throw that smoke halfway down, is that they then know the timing for when the Ts will roughly be coming up after the smoke, so that they can time the retake nades very well, because the Ts will naturally progress on forward as soon as that smoke expires there. So it's just kind of a different approach to the CT side of Banana from Big, as opposed to just trying to take it outright at the beginning of the round.
They have a lineup that I haven't seen anyone else use as well for that util.
Yeah. Oh, Surson goes 1 for 1 there. Masuta is able to take him down. Nice flash from Apex to make a clean trade. And now Xantars, he has to come up big. Oh, the lineup is there for him. He's able to find 2. And that just leaves Tizian now in the pit position. There are players all vertically challenging him now, and Apex actually on top does take him down, and he swings wide actually. Shox taking down Tabson, and it just leaves Keto.
The bomb has to be run across to the sides. Oh, that's a big opportunity there for Keto, and he's going to take a lot of damage. Oh, it's going to be so difficult at this point. He's going to go close with the orb, but how do you do it with an orb when they're so close to you? He gets the no-scope, but that's the problem with the orb.
1 HP!
1 HP, that's so crazy. It's crazy that they're playing Mirror's Edge against Tizzy and just scaling the walls to get that elevation. I haven't seen anyone attack the pit position from Porch like that before, I gotta say.
Yeah, they were both high up. One was boosted, one jumped onto balcony.
Yeah.
That was really interesting. It was a good look.
Yeah, for a second at that round, it looked like Vitality was going to win, and then Big was going to win, and then Vitality was going to win. just so back and forth. Even though it's 1-6, it's almost neck and neck in every round. Oh, nice nade on RPK with chunking down to 4-1. Uh-oh, here comes the force buy that is plaguing the CSGO community.
They've gotten the opening kill a couple times big on the force buys. This round no different, but the trade comes through. We've got a great effort from Vitality to recover this banana position. Big needs some heroics now. Good tag coming in from Searson. Finishes him off. Oh, he's going to go into the smoke. He's actually mad. Searson is so crazy. You just don't get any room to breathe when you're playing against him. The Molotov going deep will hopefully help them out, but Antares goes through as well with Searson. So he deflects it. He's at the back of the side now. He's in a good position to help his teammates out. Apex as well doing good work, and they will hold on to it, but these rounds against Big look super dangerous.
Yeah, Big always keep things interesting. They always keep the opposing team on their toes. Vitality have found footing, though. They're up 7-1 now. They actually have not built much economy, though, so this can be a swing round here. Big have dealt so much damage in those losing rounds that if they're able to find this one, could set them up nicely to string a few together. There's the same banana approach.
Short for Big. Are we going to see just one boost? Okay, they've got a double play with the bait set up potentially if the AWP stays in position. As I mentioned earlier, it's always good to keep an eye late on to see where the CT sniper is, because if they're up short, they'll often go for a retake to allow a rotation. So here's a double setup, and it's going to work very, very nicely indeed. The bomb is lost, as well as 3 players for Vitality, as Big look for only their second round on their CT half. And Vitality will just have to force the issue here and try and retrieve their objective. Wide swing from RPK. Gets a 1 versus 1. 2 players stuck on short, and seems they will concede position for now.
Yeah, looks like Big might finally get on the board with a second round after all these close ones. And just as you said, Alex, swing round, if they're able to get all of the kills. And that's kind of the key factor here. They would really want to get all of the kills, but the problem is that if Vitality were to decide to save, Big have no business hunting them down. Their money themselves is just awful. So we might get the old gentleman's agreement here.
Smell you later. And I actually really liked that Big setup in that porch area. They had 3 people. They had pretty much 1 point of contact to offer, a rifler under the porch, and then the person top of the porch playing anti-flash. And so Vitality did toss a pop flash, and he completely avoided the flashbang, and they able to mow up the entire side of the site. That 3-person setup, it just pretty much allows you to have control of halls of more passive, but really lock down any porch play from the tees, because you have to fight 3 people in that area. It's not easy if you're not full committing.
Yeah, it's a strong setup, and Big making it look really good. They went 3 for 0 at the start of that round. That was a 5v2 to kick things off. Big, they're going to need to come up with more answers, though. They will bust out the double op here, which they may have had in the last round, too. And on the Vitality side, a couple upgraded pistols for Masuta and Apex will have to make do. Looks like it'll be an aggressive apartment setup between Tizian and Searson. Searson is getting so much ground, though. He's finding a lot of information from this spot. Keto, though, with his op, is able to find the first kill at that banana side. RPK, oh, is he going to be forced forward? Oh, the molly ticks him down. He had to push. And now, Searson, wow. Man, he's so aggressive. Even in the 5v3, just still right there. And Big are just picking apart Vitality in this round. That was such an excellent, aggressive default from them. Vitality could find no footing.
Yeah, if I was Vitality, I'd start throwing a default Molotov by porch side. Seems like Big loves to play around that area a lot. Maybe create a little more room in that mid bracket area. It looks like it's going to be a full save here from Vitality. One flash in Zywoo. Let's see where it goes. The God Flash.
Shox has a P250, but other than that, just that single flashbang that you mentioned, Eric. And we'll see what they're able to accomplish. Looks like it's kind of one of those more or less fake pauses where they just are
It's
running
an
around.
existence round.
Yeah. Yeah, just buying time. Existence and Zeus both use these a lot back in the day. Just kind of run
Yeah,
around.
I think they're part waiting for the grenades to go and then part just
Yeah.
timeout, basically. For a free timeout.
Mm-hmm.
I miss those, man. I miss existence. I also wish I would have seen him use an AWP in CSGO, because I'm pretty sure he used to use one in Source. I always saw him rifling, never went back to that. But anyway, this was a pretty standard affair for Big, and a much needed one, as they have a horrible score on their CT side at present. They've got pretty good stats across the board, Big, or mostly in terms of maps, especially in comparison to Vitality, who are 5 ranks above them at present. But they've got a chance here ahead of them to get a respectable score in this half, let's say. I think it has to be 8 for Big at this point, but Vitality will do their best to stop that.
Hold that.
Take it. Take the rounds away from your opponent. Be aggressive.
So a resurgence from Big. Let's see if they can keep the ball rolling. Keto with the push there. Support from Mr. Tabson with those nades down banana, and that will be early control for Big. And the question is, will Vitality be interested in challenging said control? Because if they don't, Vitality don't challenge this, then Big will know what they're doing. That's kind of the deal. So Big have to decide whether they're okay with that or not. Oh! Apex taking some damage there. You've got to be really careful about this. Big playing pretty passively now. These initial efforts from Big have slowed down Vitality somewhat. Who are gathering in the apartments currently. And that Molotov is just supposed to slow down info plays on B, because Vitality are going for an A hit, and they want to play against 3 players and not 4.
Great entry route from Suda, is able to take down Xantras, but Tizian, nice hold from the pit position, is able to find 2. Looks like Surson will still be holding his ground at Arch, and he's able to catch off Apex because of that, but RPK pushes through the smoke right after and is able to get 2 of his own, and leaves it all down to the 1v1 between Keto and Zywoo.
Picks up the AK, wants that one-shot potential. The RPK just showed us with that spray. That was unreal. He has the flash here. It is an apartments plant, but is Zywoo playing the obvious spot?
He's got no kit.
Yeah, it's taking a lot of time here.
Now he's got a kit.
That's
Now
kind
he's
of a
dead.
problem. Yep, Zywoo's going to pick up that one. 8-4.
I walked past one there.
That kill from RPK, the second kill, like I think that will happen from he didn't even adjust or transfer. It was just like part of the spray on the first kill, right? A stray bullet, just instantly headshotting the other guy.
This feels nice.
That's gotta feel nice, real nice.
Yeah, just rewarded for great timing there. Just catching 2 players completely off.
Big will have 2 AWPs in round number 13. Very important flash from Apex takes the initial aggression away from Big, and that causes them to completely reconfigure for the quick smoke up towards long as well. But System still gets a clean shot off, but he won't make a connection. He's got a lot of match control now as well. There's a big flashbang. Dantaras with a multi-frag. Still got bullets in the magazine, but he can't finish off Apex, who holds on to long.
The question is what they decide to do with this. Apex goes into library, and Samson wasn't anticipating it in time. That is a crazy play from Apex, but he made it work. And now Tizian has to do so much damage. He needed the double there. It's up to Keto on an AWP on the rotation. Again, Keto in these positions, difficult. Vitality are really stepping up their level right now, making things feel nigh on impossible.
Oh, this molly is good from Keto. This should be able to get him 1 kill. All right, this is now a doable situation. Shox on the close box, but oh, he's ready for that. Instant headshot from Shox. He's also able to recover the op. See what he's able to do with that. But the money for Big it's pretty good. Keto is on 3,200 right now, so he won't be able to have a great buy for himself in this round. But at least he'll be able to buy full utility since he opted for the CZ. That's a team player in Keto.
Well, Citizen's got a reasonable spawn for mid. We'll see if he gets flashed off the position on this round as well. Indeed, he will be, but he gets pretty close as one jumps around the corner up mid, and they're going so quickly. Xantaro's barely has time to get this boost up. Molotov in boiler. That grenade! Oh my god, that's over 100 damage across the 3 players. That was monstrous. And that forces Vitality back, but the damage has already been done.
Yeah, that's really helpful.
Can they follow up on it? Look at the position as well. They've got 3 players up on short, and a jumping Keto gets taken out towards B, and that might be the round right there.
Yeah, that's such a huge punish onto Keto. It's definitely going to be too ambitious to go for it, but they can just hold on to things.
The paint had not dried, and the living room was desecrated.
Cool call from Big here, just saving in the 5v4. Seems like standard stuff, given that you're a lone B player, just instantly died. Just play for the upcoming round. Surson is able to pick off a lurking Zywoo, but it should be of little consequence given that Vitality are winning this round, and we'll have a bye moving forward. 10 rounds on the board, though, for Vitality.
Yeah.
That is an excellent T side already. 11 would be fantastic. And both teams are going to be putting up a strong fight in this one. Ooh, the precision from RPK there. Good crosshair placement, too. Aiming up already, expecting the jump play.
Yeah, I think Keto had been jumping up and down repeatedly, so he kind of got really caught out there.
Yeah.
For being a little bit greedy on that one. With RPK creeping as well. So fast pick attempt from Zywoo. Not going to work out. Searson gets the better of him. And that's a follow-up and a half. That's such an important couple kills there from Searson. Big really needs to find this 5th round to have a remote chance in winning this one. It's going to be really difficult for them no matter what happens going into that second half. Misuta. Searson just very confidently holding this angle. He knows there's no more orbs left on the Vitality side to challenge him as well. It's a flash to force him back. Searson doing everything right at the moment. Oh, just eking out all of the damage. Great stuff from Searson. Looking for the finish. Can't find it. It's Masuta in the 1v3.
It's long rotation as well, so Keto's going to have to wait. But the bomb plant's irrelevant as long as they win the round. It is the last round, and that's going to be enough. Playing the safe game, and Big will make it to a 5th round. But 5 from 15 on their CT side. I'm not sure if that'll be enough.
Here we go. We'll have to see if they can make it after the break. So it's going to be a tough half for Big if they want to come back into this one. Vitality did an insanely good job. You could have given them props for it. Oh, okay. Well, I guess props straight back to Big because that was a great way to open the pistol. The double HE in the window. You don't often see that actually land.
Yep. What Shox is thinking. But with being one person down, Misuta is going to try to make a play here. Oh my goodness. And he misses. RPK, though, will clean up on Keto. And now Vitality has a pretty good idea that they're not an A. They're not an alt middle. Something has to be done at B.
Oh
That's
dear.
spawn
Apex
wrap.
is in trouble now. He's got a smoke, but indeed there is a spawn wrap, so he has lost position. Taken one on the dome as well, and that's going to leave Zaiwu on the B bomb site. But there's some hesitation. They've got T's all over the place. But only a few remain. A slight advantage for Vitality. Tizian waits as Xantares looks to clear out the site, and Zaiwu's been finished off. Now the rotation can come in for that bomb. RBK not too far away. He's got himself 2 kills so far, but now he's left on 13 HP. Big have turned things into their favor. Crabwell King Xantares will finish off the job, and Big have won the pistol.
It's a huge pistol win for Big. They need that. Need the confidence, but more importantly, the rounds.
Yeah, Vitality will just opt for the full save here, it looks like. Not even buying a single piece of utility. Okay, and as I say that, they do decide to force. Just a couple seconds left, but they have the 5 smoke plan. Always a very strong play if you can burn that clock, and if Big approach just a little bit too slowly, at the end of the round they will be forced to push through one of those smokes, assuming that Vitality space them well throughout the rest of the round. We'll see how things shape up here, as Vitality are already doing a good job holding on to these nades. Big aren't exerting the pressure that they might need to in order to force these grenades out of the Vitality players' hands.
Vitality will have quite the job to try to hold this. Zaiwu there on the site, dropping the smoke defensively. HE as well. Not going to hit the mark here. That's that Deagle, so it could be problematic here, but Keto does find him, and it's just Apex causing problems with the CZ. Upgrades to the Mac 10, and he almost got a follow-up there. That's really scary. Couple smokes here from these players. Great headshot there from Shox. Just trading for days. They're making it as difficult as Big did in similar situations, but it seems like Citizen will be good for the cleanup on the Mac 10, and 2 players. So it's just 2 players that end up falling for Big. That's actually not bad considering how desperate that did look.
I just see everybody at the advantage. I can just see them losing the rounds they're supposed to win. I was just waiting for it to happen.
That's the beauty of CSGO.
Citizen's flank here with the Mac 10 is really key. This is the ugly.
It goes
at the
against your
moment.
expectations. That's the beauty part. Everyone expects something.
No,
right?
but I expect it to happen. That's the thing. That's the problem. I'm waiting for it to happen. All right, we've got a double peek here of sorts. No, we don't. We have an anti-flash. And we've got the moneymaker, the SMGs, looking to farm these players, and farm they will. So far, so good. Remaining 2 players for Vitality on a walk. A long walk down Banana. 2 there on Timely Doom. And we shall bear witness to the sacrifice.
Goodness.
There we go. All
Yeah.
SMG kills. That's not too shabby at all, is it?
Made
For
so
Big anyway.
much money. Look at the money on Searson. It's 10K on the first gun round.
They're bringing it back, that's for sure. And Vitality, we can't forget, they got 10 rounds on their T side. That's actually a huge T side. And Big have almost already, they get 2 more, and then they've gotten half of that already. So might be the Inferno of T sides. Sometimes that's how it goes.
Yeah. Keto still with the Mac 10 is going to scale up towards the Banana. Able to get towards the car with pretty good info that there's no one pushed up. Oh, meaty nades. Tilly doing a little bit of damage, and Big is going to go straight up for a B execute right now.
But Zaiwu's in such a great position to stop this. So there's even a gap through the side smoke. He's able to find a couple kills because of it. Does smoke the molly beneath him, but now he has time to recover. Wow, what is this? No one clearing him out. Zaiwu able to come up with a huge 3K on the round, leaving Surson in a desperate position. He's in the CT smoke right now. Might be able to find something, actually. Okay, that was looking pretty good for him, but he wasn't able to complete the kill. And now he's stuck at construction with nothing but an op. This is really such an odd position to be in for an opper. And Zaiwu will just scout him out. He actually swaps out his M4 for a Mac 10 to add a little bit more money on that kill.
How does it even work?
I must think that Big thought that site smoke would cover that angle off.
So it's probably a bad lurk smoke then?
Yeah, I think there was a molly from Vitality, so it it maybe stopped it, or yeah, because I don't think that smoke's supposed to land there. That one in front of the site.
Isn't that one that Zywoo would have dropped?
No, he just
Zywoo
dropped-
through one at his own feet.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, I
What
see what
about
you're
this
saying.
smoke right here? I don't know if that was
I
because
see what
of
you're
Molotov or
saying.
something, or maybe they mistossed it.
I see. I see.
Something that you have to go over in a demo, find out why Zywoo killed 4 people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could have been a mistoss, could have been Apex, could have been a molly stopping a smoke. Yeah, for various reasons, Zywoo had a window there and he took it.
Tell me
And
why.
no one traded him. You know, no one traded him.
I think they just had full trust in that smoke for. Yeah.
They got you
Well,
baited.
That's the first round that Vitality are able to collect on their CT side so far. We'll have to see if they can string any more together, or if Big will have a better look into this one. The Big economy sucks, so they need to win this round to keep their momentum going. And Keto is tasked with trying to maintain banana control. Oh, quick flash out for Zywoo. The question is that trade worth it? Oh, here comes another swing! Not expecting that one. Apex, that I have to say, that's actually extremely bold from Apex, because they couldn't know how many players would actually be behind that, but oh, they're going to punish Masuta, and they're on the A side. This is a fantastic way to recover here. RPK will try to swing through from top mid, but he's going to be really cautious. His position's now known by the T side.
That's the bomb, though. He must realize he can take that fight and stop everything else from happening. I'm surprised he hasn't gone after Tabson. He's kind of allowing him to go for into the site now. Rings the Belatizian. That was a crucial duel there. Especially, they know the other 2 guys are on the balcony, so that was the 1v1 worth taking, in my opinion. But here we are. Instead, Shox is forced to fall back. I'm really surprised, because we had a 2-man swing out of the apartments. Actually, I think Masuta was shot in the back, so maybe he didn't realize. But
Maybe it was a
yeah, that was
thing, you know?
that was an objective right there.
It's really cool as well, because in this round, what you see is that Big noticed that Vitality are playing aggressive towards Banana, so they're sort of gambling that, okay, our apps players can actually just make a play onto the A site. Because typically, if that's happening, there might be 3 players Banana, or it's the case that the players on the A site are playing more passively, and they got the info that, you know, Masuta was through a nade, so they knew exactly where he was, and they get to capitalize. So it's really cool that they set themselves up in case there was an opportunity, and the opportunity came. It's nice defense there from Shox. But Big pick up a much-needed round, and their money kind of sucks.
Yeah, those 2 kills from Shox are actually mega impactful.
Yeah, I was just going to say, actually, after I saw them going for that, I was like, hang on.
Yeah, that they now have to buy 2 MAC-10s in this round. They'll still have great utility because they bought MAC-10s, but there's 4 helmets on the side of Vitality. They read this money so well to buy those. You do not always see that many CTs buying helmets at games at this level, where teams are usually on point with their economic decisions. But Masuta pushes down mid to the bench position, will be scouted out by Xantares there.
The Headhunter. It looks like they may try to explode on the A side here, especially after that pick. That might just further embolden Big to attack this A site. And RPK is in the apartments position. He will actually give up the forward spot there on the apartments. And he's made some steps here. They're going to try to swing that. Oh, they spotted him on the site now. RPK, he's actually managed to dodge the major part of the push, but they will take him down regardless. And that's going to be a 4 versus 3 with the side control going to Big. And with Searson on the lurk with the MAC-10. Oh, they're covering for the lurk, but I don't think that's going to give them the encouragement that they would need to go into this site. Or, question mark, do they want to try this?
Still fishing. Just fishing. Well, it seems there was some discussion then, as they seem to be in pursuits now. They could put a forward smoke up, they'll put one towards the pit, but Tabson spray may give them some hesitation. It's still not through the smoke, and they are going to fall back before they lose anything else. Yeah, I thought maybe they'd do some fishing in case they were hunted or something. Somebody made a mistake, then they would absolutely fully commit to it. But they were just poking and prodding. But it will be 10 rounds for Big, who are a map up, let's not forget. So Vitality might start to get a little worried as to the current situation.
Yeah, both teams having a really good T side, just sticking to the fundamentals and pretty much overloading choke points with numbers. And both, right now, Vitality having a big trouble at the A-bomb site, just trying to curb these T attacks. Masuda not having the best of time, always getting time, shooting the back, and not getting the kills exchange as much as they want to.
Challenging that top banana position. Certainly going to be something that Vitality need to consider carefully, and they will give it up for now. Big actually don't leave a lurker towards any of the forward positions on the B side of things, which to us looks like they want to really heavily commit towards this A site. We'll have to see. Vitality playing really passive. They've given up information everywhere. They are just set in their current positions right now, and they're not going to rotate until they actually see the push committed onto the A side itself directly. And Big are going to try to wrap this side, it would seem, which is the optimal way to do it. But they have to deal with Shocks. This is a strong position with the AWP from Library. And he gets a shot. Shocks is playing well. Really connecting RPK as well, managing to find a great timing on that push. And this has just fallen apart for Big completely, actually.
Yeah, Vitality had just really good timings on peeking. RPK shooting some people in the back, while Shoxy just having passive Library set up with an AWP. Nothing too fancy from Vitality, but Big just getting outpicked right there.
That was one of those just passive rounds for Vitality, and it works out in their favor. Good stuff for Masuta. Admittedly, there was a great reaction towards middle, where Masuta was set up by, I think it was RPK's flash, or vice versa there, actually. The swing out did so much damage, but a different look for Vitality in this round, putting Shocks on that op and able to capitalize very well. Like you said, Dan, he's been looking really sharp for this team. I think he actually had the most frags at the end of last game as well, and you can see the impact that he's had.
Can you guys think of anyone who has been as successful coming out of retirement as RPK? She answers on a postcard there, Nico ran perhaps. Let's see. You can think on that and stew on it while we see how this round plays out. Shock's holding an angle towards the bench. Not going to outstay his welcome. Citizen won't be distracted by the rooster hopping about. Infamous roosters on Inferno, blocking doors in second mid. I feel like they've cost Rops his life at least twice.
Yeah.
Where they've stopped doors from opening, which is unreal.
It's been a while since...
It's pretty funny.
It's been a while since I saw a moment like that, but it is absolutely one of the best things ever. I mean, it should never happen, but it's just...
The fact it can is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, Zywoo challenger at Emo. He's able to pick up one, looking for more, but Surson is holding for the repeat. A very strong play from Surson to just hold that opposing opper. Don't allow him to find anything more from that angle. But Apex pushing on forward, trying to get his team back in this round, is able to find one. Just Xantras and Tizian now in the 2v3 situation. There's a good crossfire between them, but Tizian's just working with a P250 right now. Can he make it work? Oh! Looked like there was going to be a double swing from both of those big players. But Vitality, they're playing passively. They're waiting for a mistake on the big side. Will they be able to capitalize? Looks like Xantras may get aggressive, but oh, he's able to find just one, leaving still Tizian with a P250 here. Oh, aggressive play towards CT, and Shocks is able to clean him up.
He got that kill. It becomes a very different rounds. Very different rounds for the AWP.
This is so close. It just... Vitality are doing a great job just really scraping by in this one. 3 rounds to go. Just have to see if they can clinch this one. Or if Big still have something to say. Maybe there is still a twist yet to come in this game. Shocks is playing really well. I gotta say, he's really stable. He looks very much rejuvenated since I've seen him on past lineups. I think it's fair to say, like, his form, at least for me, has been the best form I've seen out of him in the last, like, 2 years. Easily.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with him not being the main IGL for the most part.
Yeah, funny that. Yeah, it's definitely a big point.
Also, he's not even playing more of a support. He's kind of been more of a lurker-ish kind of role, and seems to suit his play style a lot.
For sure. Another challenge here towards the arch position, and not that much they can do. Zywu is going to take down pretty much everyone. So 14 to 10 as that eco gets cleared up, and this is it. This is the moment for Big. This is where it has to happen. If it's going to happen, it's now. And we'll see what they all bring into this round to do so. They should have no problems buying up here. Citizen on the AWP. Citizen's been great. He's been really good.
Yeah. He is a strong player for them. All right. So the buy is a little shaky on the side of Big. All right, they're calling attack pause. Xantares can't afford any nades other than a smoke. So that may show... well,
it means he can kill more people.
Yeah, he doesn't have to think about it. Doesn't have to think about using the nades. So...
Xantares, could you just... No, I cannot.
Hey, flash for me? No, don't have one. All right, gun out. Tabson missing a couple of nades as well. Should be all right, but he has to miss out on a Molotov. All in all, it's a strong buy for Big. But light utility missing here and there. A couple Molotovs that they wish they could have had. Probably would help them secure this banana position, because actually Vitality might get the better of them just for that reason. We can already see that Apex has cleared this entire B site, or B spot. And now the rotation is going back. There will be 3 players, but oh, Vitality, they don't leave anyone towards Porch. But this might defend the arch grab perfectly. The bomb is already down. RPK takes it out. Oh, but he mollies himself out of position, but he's still able to recover for a brief moment before taking his own life. But Surson, out of nowhere with 3 kills from this spot, and it just leaves Zywu now. But he's going to find the timing, and oh, Keto's there to recover.
Surson.
Yeah, let's go, Citizen. That is such a sick display of skill, just in the moment, dialed it all the way in to that one. Great focus from him, and it pays off so massively. Like, again, he is just stepping up in those moments when they need an extra bit of performance from somebody, and that's going to keep them in it. That was a must-win round for them, but it's not over, because they still have a bye to deal with against Vitality, and if they're able to take this one, it will be safe to territory for Vitality, and so effectively Big will get to 13-14. So if they keep the ship sailing smoothly for the next couple rounds, this is going to be an interesting game, or an interesting finish to this game. Shox, he is not missing shots here. He's really performing with that defensive ulting style.
Quick burst from Xantares, top mid. Like every game is going down to the wire, going down to all the rounds, if not more. And Big threatening to do that once again, although I do feel like Vitality may have just nudged themselves ahead enough to stop Big from catching up. They have a man advantage at present, but their smoke the man advantage is gone now. We've got to creep through the smoke from Apex, who is successful for a time, but Citizen will trade. Citizen so important for his team in this series. Hopping up top, but RPK was waiting. Now Keto's moving into a sandwich, trying to catch Shox, who's got a grenade in his hand, just hiding in plain sight while RPK creeps. And it's a game point for Vitality, looking to take it to Dust 2.
Yeah, once again, it's Vitality are really playing out of their minds. It's requiring such, like, the stuff that Citizen was doing in that round as well was kind of insane. Like, just trading every kill for his teammates, no matter the degrees of turn that he was required to make. He was landing it, but there's only so much you can do. Vitality, everybody in Vitality is looking super steady right now. I think it's just Masuta that's having a harder game, but it doesn't actually matter because everyone else is doing so well. Shox has impressed me a lot this game. And he looks to impress once again. Here with the AWP, that's one pass. Plan is safe. Look how quick Keto is, though, with that Tech 9. But the CTs have repositioned. They should be ready for this. He's so quick! Oh, they managed to recover in time, though.
They had a great chain of flashbangs, Big, all the way around that long position into the site. Unfortunately, there was some team flashing there as well. But there's still some potential. Misuta is barely alive at the moment. They do have a crossfire, though, which they need to work out for them. Oh, my God. Now it's a shutdown and a 1 versus 2, and he's going to get deleted as well. So that was a mega plan from Big. If you noticed all those flashes around Arch to the site, that was pretty epic.
Yeah, that fast wrap almost catches Vitality off guard, but they're playing in such a defensive setup at the A-bomb site. They were able to help and crossfire each other. And then at the end of this round, this is surprising. I thought Big was going to be in trouble right there. Whoa.
Yeah, that was a crazy turnaround for Big. They weren't even in great positions either. The crossfires were there for Vitality, but just quick kills from Tizian to close things out. And Big have a little bit more life. There are still 3 map points for Vitality that are presented, and it looks like this won't be a good look for them. Although Shox does have the Deagle here at CT, ready to greet these oncoming Big players. Oh, but the jiggle. Oh, man, I'm surprised Surson doesn't take him out in that instance. Nades come out. Zywoo boosted towards that dark spot there. An excellent position as long as he's not flashed off of the angle. He's going to try to find that first kill. And there it is. Takes down Keto. Looking for more, but he isn't able to connect with further shots. Now playing around the pillar position is 2 Vitality members, and oh, Tabson just cleans him up beautifully.
Really crucial. Zywoo was looking very dangerous there. Not to say that the rest of Vitality can't offer up some more danger here. Just in the open, not aware that that smoke is dissipating. Doesn't matter. Searson connects every single shot. He's so on point right now.
He's not missing anything.
He's got 33 kills. He is just rocking Vitality with that AWP. Oh, wow. Their money is it's actually okay here, but if they lose this round, I think we're going to overtime. Because they got nothing left in the tank after this one. It's actually insane that Big are in this still. I feel like they've been out of this for a long time, but they're still hanging on.
Yeah, the amount of rounds that Vitality had on their T side, you're thinking, well, it's probably over. Probably easy round, easy half. But Big showing why they are here this late in the tournament. Because they're good. They're real good.
I can just never count Big out of a round now.
Yeah.
It feels like they've come up with some incredibly unlikely victories. They are... it doesn't even matter who's in it. Tizian, who's been one of their more silent players, came up huge in the last clutch. Keto as well on the last map. But will it come down to a clutch this round? Looks like it'll just be a 3-2 setup for Vitality as they defend both bomb sites fairly equally. But now rotating off of bracket is Shox, and it looks like Big are trying to take this position back. Looks like they want a little bit of bracket control. And all of these Vitality players are just really more or less playing in their respective bomb sites. This is bracket control taken, but Big, it looks like they want to end B here. They're just feigning this control.
Yeah, and it might just work out here because it does 2 jobs. It delays the rotation to the side of true intent, and it also exhausts retake utility as well. That might change their mind though.
Oh,
now they're going to A, and that might actually be the better call. However, they're not splitting through Arch. It's all going to be from Porch, and these crossfires are dangerous, and this is exactly why. The trades are working out. Oh, and it's just 1 extra frag from Shox that does it, and that's going to be 16-13. Vitality tie up the series, and we're going to a 3rd and final map. I don't even remember what the map is at this point.
D2.
It's D2. Ooh, Big and Vitality on Dust 2.
Yep.
It doesn't get better than that.
Battle of the Oppers.
Battle of the
I want to
Oppers.
see him on Dust 2. I want to see what he does.
Dude, he started just lighting up the server right at the end there. That was insane. This Surson guy is legit. Wow. Okay, we're going to talk more about that after a quick break.